What's going on, guys? It is me, Parksy here, your coach of the Armado, bringing it back to Smash It today here for TBF Season 1, week number 3, where your Armados are going to be going against the Toronto Weavals, coached by Levitt. This game is very important for two reasons. First of all, Levitt is a new coach that I have to go against in the TBF, which I encourage you guys to go check out down below because his content is far more superior to mine. And the fact that he'll be doing live comms, whereas I'll be doing post comms, you can see his reactions to the games, and maybe he'll give a little bit more insight into why he made certain plays. But it's important because first, as I said, firstly, new coach wanna you know, what's the word? I'm trying to make a good impression. That's it. So I'm trying to make a good impression. And second of all, we are both 1-on-1. I'm 1-on-1 and he's 1-on-1. So if you guys don't know, going into week 3 of a league, you really want to be at the very least. Well, you want to be positive. You don't want to be 0-3 or you don't want to be 1-2, because if you are, then that is going to really harm your morale. You might honestly start playing worse just because you're playing on tilt for okay, I have to win this if I want to get a chance to get into playoffs. Whereas if you're on 2-1, that means you have the safety net below you of, okay, even if I lose this game, it's alright, because I'm going against TFMC next week. He's got a pretty scary team versus mine, so I would like that safety net below me, that even if I do lose, I'll still be 2-2. But I've got Levity's team here. He's got a team of Mega Pincer, Tapu Koko, which is the which is apart. There's very scared going against the weakest to Kalusha. There's a lot more teams that I've been seeing in the TBO struggling. With Kalusha in comparison to me, I do some responses to the defensively. So the Mega Pincer rocked us all the teams, absolutely terrifying. I do a few things that I have got planned to try and beat Levity. So leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Tell me down below positive and negative feedback, of course, but also if you would have brought any different Pokemon for against Levity, or who's from office helping me, and the shiny for doing marks, definitely help out. So I was going to say, hasn't happened yet, so one can hope. But we'll be starting the DGBA season 6. So what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so new content, tell us around, you do things like you my list, not just more content, but I'll be replacing more content, but I'll just be doing more content, attempting some more fun kind of things, some of the DBAs around do that. So yeah, I think you'll be enjoying that. Stick around on the channel, maybe subscribe to the bell on if you want to get a little bit black. They are at the front of my channel in a playlist, so you should be able to see them, and maybe go check out 1 or 2 of those videos, because I have been watching them previously, and that was my plan. That was that was before. I've just slid down ever since then. But anyway, we have got our first Pokemon, which is actually its debut. We've got Electrolysis, the Rotom, Pain Split, Shadow Ball, Volt Switch, and Defog. The investment allows me to take 2 of Timid Tapu Koko's Dazzling Gleams, and it also allows me to take 2+2 returns from Mega Pincer. You might be wondering why the HP stat is so low. If I should have just, upped the HP stat, made the defenses lower, maybe it might have worked out better for my EVs. But mainly, Levity's team has got a very high base HP stat. He's got things like Skuntank, Seismitoad, Gourgeist, Arcanine, Miltank, Druddigon that all have really high HP stats. So if I can sap down some of those balls, that'd be great, because some of those Pokemon that I named, like Druddigon, and let me go refer to my list, Druddigon, Skuntank, and Seismitoad, those all don't have reliable recovery. So if I can keep on just beating those Pokemon down, that means that eventually I should be able to just finish them off with one of my offensive moves like Shadow Ball or Volt Switch. Defog, I feel like I could have gotten away with no hazard removal versus Levity, honestly, because he only has 2 types of hazards that he's, and one of them is that he only gets on Klefki. Nevertheless, that option that Hazard Sack me is very scary. So if he can get up rocks and 3 layers of spikes with this Klefki, then that'd be kind of annoying for some of my offensive threats, and maybe switching into some of my walls. So I just want to keep Defog on Rotom just in case the hazards get a bit too much, and I can just Defog them away, as Rotom, of course, does not take damage from spikes because it's levitating, and as you're going to see, Skarmory has rocks on it. Its moveset is all used up. Oh, excuse me, I got the burps today. So yeah, that's Rotom, and Skarmory is up next with enough investment that allows us to take 2+2 close combats after Stealth Rocks from a timid Mega Pincer. We've got Brave Bird, Toxic, Stealth Rocks, and Roost. Now, Levity's team isn't too weak to hazard removal. There's only 2 Pokemon that are weak to hazards on his weak to Stealth Rocks on his team, but one of them is a Mega Pincer. And when you see a Mega Pincer on paper, you'd be an idiot not to bring Stealth Rocks, unless your team doesn't have Stealth Rocks, obviously. But you like just get that opportunity to set up those stealth rocks and chip down that mega pincer, all that amount would be great. Also, with my mock versus shiny Arcanine was a bit of an issue, so definitely being able to get that 25% chip off versus that Arcanine will be huge. But yeah, wait, why have I got a minus def stat? I did not notice that. I should have had a minus special attack stat. Okay, right. Well then. Right, okay. I mean, the only special attack who really has on his team is Tabukoko, which we anyway. But yeah, that should be my special attack. That's my mistake. I'll change that now, actually. But next up we've got Zen. Anything else you're gonna see? He is actually a. So right, okay, we haven't played yet, so that will hopefully come into effect in the battle. But next up we have got Zen the Nidoking, as I said previously, 4 attacks, just Thunderbolt, Sludge Wave, Flamethrower, and Earth Power. Which is enough investment that allows me to take a +2 acrobatics from Holucha, or 2 from it. We've just got a 4 attacks variant. You might be wondering why I'm running Flamethrower, because Gourgeist really isn't going to be switching into a Nidoking, but it's primarily for the fact that I feel like I'm mining an Air Balloon Magnet Rice key to counter my Kieran Black, and not also that, but I feel like I can also be running Spikes, I can be running Defog and Play Rough, because of that, I am going to be bringing Flamethrower and Nidoking. I've got enough speed so I can outspeed Miltank with 4 speed EVs on it, and that's just it generally. Next up, we have got Mega Blastoise. Bit of a weird Pokemon to be bringing against a team that revolves around a Tapu Koko, you might say. But this is going to sound insane, but Blastoise can live a Timid Thunderbolt from Tapu Koko in the terrain. I know, that sounds insane, right? But that's the power of Mega Blastoise. With that, like, we take 99% maximum. So we can Mirror Coat, and we can just get rid of Tapu Koko, forcing him to go out into his Holucha preemptively, unless, and if he doesn't go out into Holucha in those 4 or 5 terrain turns, then that means that Holucha will only be able to fire off base 55 acrobatics. And then my Rotom can definitely stall it out, but we've got Aura Sphere, so we can 2-KO physically defensive Miltank, Dark Pulse, so we can 2-KO physically defensive Seismitoad, and just Water Pulse, because I believe with Stealth Rocks we do have a chance to knock out Tapu Koko, and this special attack investment allows me to 2-KO things like Seismitoad, physically defensive Miltank, Aura Sphere, and Dark Pulse with Dark Pulse against physically defensive Seismitoad. I also learned that Mega Launcher boosts Aura Sphere. I didn't realize. I thought it was just pulse moves, so that's pretty cool. But next up are the 100 ways, which I don't know whether it's being a goat or being more of a meme on my team, but nevertheless, I'm going to be bringing it for the 3rd week in a row, because it's just been doing so much work for me recently. And this is going to be my secondary check. It's not going to be my main check to anything apart from the Lycanroc Dusk. But it's going to be a secondary check with so many things like Non-Grass, Not Tapu Koko, Holucha, Mega Pinsir. So that's going to be really nice if the Arcanine doesn't have HP Grass. I think it might get Solar Beam. If it doesn't have Solar Beam, I guess, then the Quagsire can also come in against it. That will actually probably make Quagsire is my main response to Arcanine. But we've just got the Toxic, Recover, Earth Power, and Scald. Now you might be wondering why I'm not running things like Earthquake, but essentially, if the Pokemon is a specially defensive variant, then I'll know, and it'll put quite a few things that once I get an Earth Power on or Scald on can be knocked out by this bad boy. We are finally bringing it Hoop on Bound. It sounds insane saying that 3 weeks in we're finally bringing our Hoop on Bound. Sounds absolutely insane, but Kieran Black just had a better matchup for the first 2 weeks. But finally, we're bringing Hoop on Bound, Choice Band, and if he is not bringing physically defensive Skuntank or Klefki, I 2-KO the entirety of his team. And if Miltank is not max physically defensive with leftovers, then I will be able to 2-KO that Pokemon as well. Got the Hyperspace Fury just because it can nuke the entirety of his team after 2 Stealth Rocks, which is Tapu Koko is like confirmed dead after Hyperspace Fury Zen, but I don't believe it helps me with anything, but it is a stab move that I can spam after Hyperspace Fury. After I use up all the PP in Hyperspace Fury, because it only has 8 PP. We've got Fire Punch, that we can Oko things like Splef, Klefki, or at least get off about 9-10 in the physically defensive variant. We also can hurt the Gourgeist a lot, again, if Hyperspace Fury runs out. And Shrek can also be nice for things like the things like Miltank or Skuntank to be solid switches to Hoop on Bound. But that's going to be the team. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the video up tomorrow versus Levity. Goodbye.